Caitlin Clark just got hit with an official warning from the WNBA, all because of a golf appearance that nobody expected would turn into a league-level controversy. Fans are stunned, players are divided, and insiders say this could spark a major policy change across the entire WNBA. What really happened on that golf course? And why is the league reacting this hard? Stay tuned, because this story is about to get messy. They said it was supposed to be a harmless charity appearance. A quiet afternoon. A feel-good moment. Caitlin Clark smiling for the cameras, swinging a golf club, raising money, shaking hands with sponsors, and then heading back to practice like nothing happened. But what exploded behind the scenes that day has now turned into one of the most chaotic firestorms the WNBA has seen in years. So big, so unexpected, so disruptive, that insiders say the league is now scrambling to figure out how to contain the fallout. Because while fans thought Caitlin was just appearing at a charity golf event, sources now reveal that the league had absolutely no idea she was going. And not only was it unauthorized, according to one insider close to the situation, it violated multiple undisclosed clauses in her WNBA rookie agreement. That's right. Caitlin Clark, the golden star of the league, the player bringing in record-breaking ratings, is now facing a warning that insiders say should have been a suspension, but the league knew the backlash would be nuclear. But that's not even the shocking part. According to leaked internal messages surfacing from within the WNBA's front office, several executives were already frustrated with what they called Caitlin's constant media independence, claiming she was making appearances, sealing deals, and doing interviews without looping the league in. One message that allegedly circulated among executives the night before the warning dropped read, "She can't keep freelancing like this. It's setting a dangerous precedent." Dangerous precedent. A charity golf swing. Something wasn't adding up, and that's when everything blew wide open. Because just hours after the warning was issued, an alleged audio clip began circulating on social media, an internal call between two league officials who were caught discussing Caitlin's golf problem. The audio was removed almost instantly, but fans had already ripped it and posted it everywhere. In the clip, one voice can be heard saying, "She wasn't supposed to be there. She showed up with the wrong brand in full view. They are furious. The sponsors are furious. Somebody has to reel her in. Wrong brand." That detail sent the internet spiraling into a full-blown conspiracy meltdown. Because multiple viewers noticed the logo Caitlin was wearing on her polo shirt during the golf event, a brand that just happens to be a direct competitor with one of the WNBA's major partnership deals. That meant her simple appearance wasn't just a charity moment, it was a multi-million-dollar violation in the eyes of the league's corporate backers. And the second the clip leaked, fans went wild. Some claimed the league was trying to punish Caitlin because she was becoming too big. Others argued the WNBA was jealous of her outside influence. And then the real drama erupted when former players, retired stars, and even rival team coaches began chiming in with cryptic comments that suggested this wasn't about golf at all. One former WNBA All-Star tweeted, "You're only seeing the surface. This been building for weeks. Building for weeks." That's when the deeper leaks began. According to a source close to one of Caitlin's teammates, tension had already been brewing inside the locker room. Some players reportedly felt Caitlin was getting special treatment, that the media coverage was too centered on one person, and that the league was bending over backwards to promote her while ignoring everyone else. One teammate allegedly said, during a private team meeting, that Caitlin doesn't follow the same rules, she just does what she wants. But Caitlin Clark? A rule breaker? Someone who doesn't follow? That image didn't match the public persona fans see. Yet, according to insiders, behind the scenes, Caitlin's team has been fiercely protective of her brand, trying to shield her from situations they felt the league was mismanaging. And the golf appearance was apparently approved by her personal team, but not approved by anyone in the WNBA. And that's where the war started. Because the moment the league realized she wore a competitor's brand on camera, they saw it as a direct hit to their financial relationships. That was the moment the warning was drafted. The moment the internal emails started flying. The moment executives panicked about what sponsors would say. And the moment a simple golf swing turned into a corporate crisis. But here's where the story gets even crazier. Just minutes after the warning became public, someone anonymously posted what they claimed was a screenshot of a text exchange between a league rep and a team staffer. The message from the rep said, "We need to make an example. If we don't handle this now, she's gonna take full control of her image and leave us with nothing." That one text sent shockwaves throughout sports media. Fans demanded answers. Reporters swarmed the story. Players began choosing sides. It was turning into a full-blown civil war within the league. But Caitlin, she stayed quiet. No posts. No comments. No reactions. That silence only made the drama even more intense. Meanwhile, fans on Twitter went into complete meltdown mode. Hashtags exploded. Conspiracy threads multiplied. People were dissecting the golf footage frame by frame, trying to catch anything the league might have taken issue with. And that's when someone discovered something even stranger. Caitlin wasn't just wearing the wrong brand. She was standing next to a controversial figure who had ties to a rival sports organization known for trying to poach rising stars. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. It wasn't about charity anymore. It wasn't even about apparel. It was about influence, power, and whether Caitlin Clark was being secretly courted by organizations that wanted to expand into women's basketball. Insiders began whispering that the league feared Caitlin could become bigger than the WNBA itself, and that losing control of her image could shatter their entire marketing strategy. One executive allegedly said, during an emergency call, "She's the face of the season. If another org gets their claws in her, we're done." And then came the most shocking leak of all. A private email surfaced, time-stamped just 2 hours before the official warning went out. In it, an executive writes, "If this goes public, she will deny everything. She always does. But we have ways to apply pressure." Apply pressure? On Caitlin Clark? What kind of pressure? Why did the tone sound so personal, almost emotional, like this wasn't business, it was a battle? And the biggest question of all, why did a charity golf swing send the entire league into a tailspin? Nobody had answers. Not yet. But then, a new leak appeared. One that didn't just escalate the drama, it detonated the entire storyline and exposed something the WNBA never wanted fans to find out. And what was in that leak? That is where everything changes. The leak didn't come from a reporter, a rival executive, or even a disgruntled teammate. It came from someone nobody expected, a longtime staffer inside the WNBA sponsorship division who had been with the league for more than a decade. This was someone who knew the internal structure better than almost anyone, someone who understood how much power sponsors really had. And their leak exposed something so massive, so volatile, so reputation-shattering, that fans instantly realized the league's warning to Caitlin Clark was never about golf. It was about a deal the league had been hiding for months. According to the leaked document, the WNBA quietly entered into what insiders are calling the most restrictive sponsorship contract in league history. The document claimed that one apparel conglomerate, known for aggressively protecting its branding rights, secured exclusive promotional control over certain WNBA broadcast visuals. In return, the league would receive a financial boost they desperately needed for the upcoming season. But the fine print revealed something sinister. Fans were furious. Analysts were shocked. Former players began weighing in, calling the memo disturbing, and proof the league is trying to own its stars. It didn't take long before the comments turned into accusations that the WNBA wasn't supporting Caitlin Clark, it was using her. And the more people dug, the darker the implications became. Because the memo implied something even more dramatic, the league had built a financial structure around Caitlin's likeness before the season even started. Meaning, if she made choices that didn't align with the sponsors' expectations, the entire system could crumble. That explained the warning. That explained the tone of panic. That explained why executives sounded like they were spiraling. And then came the meltdown. A voice note allegedly recorded from inside a WNBA team facility began circulating on Twitter. In the recording, someone, believed to be a high-level staffer, can be heard venting, "She's not a player anymore. She's an investment. They're terrified she's slipping out of their hands." Another voice responded, "She didn't slip out of their hands. They never had her." That one line sent the internet into absolute chaos. Did Caitlin's team know about the sponsorship control the league tried to put on her? Had she been resisting the league behind closed doors? Was this warning just the beginning of something much bigger, maybe even a quiet battle between Caitlin's camp and the WNBA? Fans demanded answers, and that's when a surprising voice stepped in, a retired star known for speaking her mind. She tweeted, "They're trying to tame someone who was never meant to be tamed." Her tweet instantly went viral, with thousands of fans interpreting it as confirmation that Caitlin was being boxed in. But the firestorm didn't end there. That same night, an anonymous user posted what they claimed was a screen recording of a group chat between several WNBA players. In the chat, one player wrote, "It's not even about the golf. They're mad she didn't check in first. They're mad they can't predict her." Another message read, "She's too big for them to control." That's the issue. Nobody could confirm whether the chat was real. But it didn't matter, the internet believed it instantly. And the narrative was spreading fast. Caitlin Clark was becoming too powerful for the league to manage. She was rising faster than the system could handle. She was moving independently in ways the WNBA wasn't prepared for. The league tried to stay quiet, but that only made things worse. Silence is gasoline in a scandal, and fans poured every drop they could find. Debates erupted on morning shows. Commentators questioned whether the league was mishandling its biggest star. And then, the mysterious footage dropped. A 12-second clip appeared online, allegedly showing a heated discussion between a WNBA team executive and an unknown person inside a training facility. The audio was muffled, but one sentence pierced through clearly, "We're losing control of the narrative. And if she pushes back, we have a bigger problem." Pushes back. A bigger problem. People demanded to know what bigger problem meant. Was the league considering additional punishment? Was there a feud brewing between Caitlin's camp and executives? And why did the phrase sound like a warning rather than a concern? Then came the most surprising twist yet. Caitlin finally broke her silence. Or at least, that's what fans thought at first. A tweet appeared on her official account at 2:13 a.m. It read, "Funny how something small turns into something big when people feel threatened. Anyway, back to work." The tweet exploded instantly. People praised her for calling out the league. Others claimed she was throwing shade. Sports media spun it into a full-blown declaration of independence. The tweet was everything the drama needed. But then, just 14 minutes later, the tweet disappeared. Deleted. Gone. Fans speculated she was pressured to remove it. Some claimed the league forced her hand. Others said her management intervened. But the mystery only deepened when a reporter claimed, during a live broadcast, that she had reached out to Caitlyn's camp, and they said they didn't post the tweet. That revelation cracked the story in half. If Caitlyn didn't post it, who did? Her account wasn't hacked. There was no follow-up message. No explanation. Nothing. Just silence. And that silence created a new fear. Someone close to Caitlyn, or someone inside the league, or someone with access to the situation, was playing a dangerous game. Because the moment the tweet vanished, another leak emerged, one that hinted the conflict had reached a level nobody saw coming. A leak that exposed a new set of communications, a private phone call, and a threat that could change everything about this story. And this time, the leak didn't target Caitlyn. It targeted the league itself. And what it revealed set the stage for a scandal bigger than anyone could have prepared for. The leak that detonated the entire scandal didn't come from a teammate, an anonymous social media account, or even a disgruntled staffer. It came from deep inside the league's upper structure, a place where secrets weren't supposed to escape, where doors stayed closed, and where conversations were never meant to surface. But one of those conversations did. And when it hit the internet, everything the WNBA tried to build around Caitlyn Clark started collapsing piece by piece. The leaked audio, nearly 5 minutes long, captured a conversation between 3 executives discussing the unfolding chaos. It wasn't polished. It wasn't scripted. It was raw panic, the kind that exposes fear, agendas, and intentions nobody was ever supposed to hear. In the recording, a voice believed to be a senior official said, "If she keeps pushing back, we will have to consider drastic measures. She can't be allowed to set her own terms." Another voice responded, "She's already setting them. That's the problem. She moves without asking. She's not controllable." The word, controllable, was like gasoline thrown on a fire already raging out of control. Fans erupted. Commentators called the audio career-ending. Former players posted furious reactions, accusing the league of trying to manipulate its biggest star. And then came the most explosive part of the audio, the moment that sent shockwaves across the entire sports world. A third voice said, "If she walks away, our deal collapses. We need leverage. Use the warning. Escalate it if necessary. Use the warning. Escalate. Leverage." The league wasn't just disciplining Caitlyn Clark. They were trying to corner her, box her in, hold her hostage to their sponsorship obligations. It was no longer a scandal. It was a power struggle playing out in real time, with Caitlyn at the center of a storm that was now spinning completely out of control. The audio spread so fast the league couldn't contain it. Hashtags took over social media. Athletes from other sports jumped in. Even celebrities outside the basketball world started commenting. Suddenly, this wasn't just about the WNBA. It was about a system trying to own its brightest star and failing. But Caitlyn still hadn't spoken. Her silence had become the most powerful force in the story. Fans were begging her to comment. Reporters camped outside her team's training center. Every time she posted a photo, even unrelated content, the comments filled with people demanding answers. And then, out of nowhere, a new bombshell emerged. A journalist claimed to have received a copy of yet another internal communication, this time a recorded call between a team executive and someone from Caitlyn's personal circle. The call, according to the source, was tense, hostile, and filled with threats. Rumors swirled that the league was pressuring her team to publicly deny the leaks or risk disciplinary escalation. But before that rumor could fully settle, another leak broke, this time a text thread allegedly between Caitlyn's management and a WNBA official. The official wrote, "You're making this harder than it needs to be. We need her cooperation. If she won't give it, there will be consequences beyond PR. The reply: that night, a mysterious 20-second video appeared online, grainy, low quality, filmed secretly from behind a partially closed door. The clip showed Caitlyn in a heated conversation with what appeared to be two team staffers. You couldn't hear every word, but one line cut through the noise clearly: "They don't own me. They think they do, but they don't." Her face was tense. Her tone was sharp. She wasn't playing calm or polite. She sounded furious, fed up, exhausted, and ready for a confrontation she clearly didn't start. Within minutes, the clip went viral. Fans screamed that the league had pushed her too far. Analysts said the clip proved Caitlyn was done playing along. Some speculated she was preparing to walk away from the league altogether. Others said she was gearing up for a massive legal showdown. And then yet another twist. A well-known sports insider posted a cryptic message: "This isn't about golf. It's about something much bigger coming in 48 hours." The entire internet froze. What was coming? Another leak. Another statement. A suspension. A lawsuit. A bombshell interview. Nobody knew. And the WNBA's silence only made the speculation wilder. But the real shock hit when a new message surfaced from an anonymous insider claiming to work near the highest level of the league. The message said, "You're all looking in the wrong direction." The golf event triggered the warning, but that was just the excuse. The league has been bracing for a move Caitlyn has been planning quietly. And when it drops, everything changes. Fans demanded to know, what move? What plan? What was Caitlyn preparing to do that could change the entire league? But before anyone could piece together the clues, before fans could decode the hints, before analysts could predict the next move, the insider left one final message. A message that sent the entire scandal into full blackout-level panic. You will understand everything when the footage drops. And yes, it's real. What footage? What was on it? Who filmed it? And why did it sound like the entire scandal had been building toward one final, devastating revelation? The world had no answers. Only fear. Only theories. Only one impossible cliffhanger: whatever drops next will rewrite everything. If you've made it this far, then you already know this story is far from over. What we're watching isn't just a controversy. It's not just a warning, a leak, or a viral clip. This is the beginning of something bigger than anyone expected. Something the league is scrambling to contain. Something insiders are terrified to talk about. And something Caitlyn Clark's team clearly isn't backing down from. And trust me, the next chapter of this saga is already forming behind the scenes. But here's the truth. The only way you stay ahead of what's coming is by locking in with this channel right now. The leaks are getting wilder. The footage is getting darker. The insiders are getting bolder. And if you miss even one update, you're going to fall behind in a story that's shifting by the hour. So before anything else drops, before the next recording leaks, before the next executive panics, before the next twist detonates, hit that like button, slam the subscribe button, and turn on all notifications. Because the moment the next piece of footage surfaces, I'll be breaking it down instantly. And you do not want to be the person hearing this stuff secondhand. Not when careers are on the line. Not when the league is unraveling in real time. Not when Caitlyn's next move could blow the doors off everything we thought we knew. Tap in. Lock in. Stay here. Because what comes next is going to be unbelievable.